My name is Eric Dikowski. Today's date is February 27th, 2016. This is the contract I'm making with myself for the life that I have in front of me. I make this contract in my own voice and on film because I want to be clear about what I want and what I commit to doing to live my dreams. My first key life goal is to go to college in the fall, and I have three steps I believe I need to take in order to achieve this goal. The first step is I need to spend as much time right now focusing on a healthy diet, plenty of exercise, and a positive attitude as I do playing video games and watching movies. The truth is, there's only so much time that I have to recover, and I need to spend that time focusing and working on the necessary things instead of the things that get in the way. The second most important thing for me is to think positively and critically about my recovery. If I believe it's possible, it will be, but if I don't, then it won't be. And finally, the third thing I need to do is I need to focus on doing well at community college at ACC so that I can show Tulane that I've been doing good things while I've been on break or medical leave. Okay. My second key life goal is to when I get back to college, I would like to excel in my classes, and I have a few steps I think I should follow in order to achieve that. The first thing I need to do is I need to apply the things that I've learned from this class, from this time at ACC, in order to be able to excel. I mean, I've learned a lot about time management, setting goals, making connections, being financially stable. So, I think I've learned enough to be able to, be ready for college. I would say something I have found somewhat beneficial, at least in the past few months, is, making schedules. And I think that's something I could continue there, making schedules and managing my time wisely. It's another thing. I do need to work as hard as possible. I need to work super hard and diligently so I can do well in my classes. I, you can say limit fun and emphasize work, but on another level, if I'm scheduling my time wisely, I won't have to limit my fun. I just need to make sure that I'm emphasizing work at the night at the right times. Another thing I need to do is I need to connect with my teachers, not only my teacher but my college counselor for success, so that I can get help outside of class. This is very successful, I think. I mean, very important, I think, because if I do this, then I'll be able to, you know, um, get help, get tutoring, track my grades, important things that will ensure that I can do well in my classes, thus, getting a good career, getting into the grad school I want. Another thing, and probably one of the more important things, is get connected with clubs and communities across campus to form even more connections. Because, I mean, you can form connections through teachers and stuff, but it's important, I think, to form connections with other students, whether it be through club swim, club track, uh, young Democrats, um, in the fraternity system, anything really. I mean, anything like that is very, very important. The third most important thing, my third life goal, is I've always wanted to live in New York City. There's a specific dream college. My dream college is Columbia University, and I love Tulane. I love Tulane for undergrad, and if I can get back there, if I can recover and get back there, that would be fantastic. But my dream graduate school would be Columbia University in New York. I would want to go to Columbia and get into their grad school English program because I've always wanted to be a writer. So I set out a few important goals, I think, just to help me to be able to do that. And, I need to graduate with great grades, great recommendations, and having applied to the school. I've already gone through applying to college, but applying to grad school is going to be different. I need to probably going to have to write more and show more, and it's going to be more difficult because Columbia is a very successful. It's a very selective school, and it's a very difficult school to get into. I didn't get into it when I applied as a high school student, but I might be able to get in when I apply as a college student if I apply all the things I learned from Professor Mobley's class to my college career. And when I make it, if I make it, with my counselor, I need to make proper connections with Columbia representatives. I know people from Columbia or from other Ivy League universities come to Tulane for graduate programs. So I can get a lot of information about the English graduate program at Columbia, make sure that I'm spending my time wisely working with teachers, working with professors, and that would be the dream because I've always wanted to live in New York City. I've always wanted to be a writer, and Columbia is just it's the dream for me. And if I can achieve all of this, if that's possible, that would really just be really cool for me, I think. And finally, my fourth life goal here is eventually I want to get married to the right girl and start a family. I mean, I'm 19 right now. I don't want to settle down for. I mean, I'm saying this right now, at least 10 years. I mean, it might be sooner later on, but right now I'm saying I don't want to get married for 10-ish years. I mean, it might be less than that, but a few things I think before I start a family I should do is I need to get a job. I need to get the right job. And if I can go to Columbia, then I would be able to get a job as a writer or even as an English professor somewhere. And I'd be able to get a nice apartment, maybe a nice condo in New York City, and that'd be really nice. I need to spend my time efficiently, you know, every day really. I need to spend my time efficiently, exercise, diet, schooling, job, work. Something I think would be really beneficial and important for me would be to manage my money. And something I think I could start now even would be to set up an investment account in order to become financially stable. So say if I'm 35, I meet the right girl and I want to settle down and start a family, I'll have money and I'll have the ability to do that and to provide for them. And something I would love to be a writer. I would love to maybe write for a magazine or just write novels, maybe do something with Hollywood because I absolutely love film. And, I think one of the most important things for me would be to make informed connections with the right people and just to get my dream job as a writer. And, you know, so those are my four goals. My first goal is to get back to college in the fall. My second goal is to excel at my classes, be successful, and, uh, you know, graduate well. My third goal is to get in Columbia University in New York for graduate school for the English graduate program. And my fourth goal is to become financially stable, find the right person, settle down, and start a family. Hopefully, I'll have my dream job as a writer, and that I think is going to drive me. These are four goals, several steps I could use to achieve those goals. And, you know, if I achieve those goals, I would feel happy and successful with my life. I know there are going to be things I want to achieve more than this. I know there are going to be other things I'd like to achieve. But right now, I think these are the four things that I'm happy with. And I'm happy with this video. So